What is up, everybody? Welcome back to I Want Entertainment. We are here for Confessional. iSurvivor38 Milan. We have a Rubino tribe member with us today, Julia G. How are you doing?
Hey everyone. I'm doing pretty good today. A little nervous about tribal today.
Okay. Tell me, well, before we rewind time, tell me exactly what's on your mind. Why are you nervous? How do you think your tribe did in the challenge?
So my tribe did pretty well. Three out of the, I think five of us got 4 out of 4. And then two of us got 2 out of 2, and then one of them got 3 out of 4. So I think there's 6 people. I'm bad at math, but
Yeah.
regardless of
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, I feel like we did pretty well, and I feel like we worked well as a team. And we like came up with a spreadsheet and stuff, so I feel like confident with my team. I just don't know if my answers are going to be like topping up to the other people.
Now, in typical Survivor, you play a challenge. You know if you won before you even leave the challenge. This season,
Right.
because we're in the bunker, we have this aura of mystery in that you're not going to know if you won until right before tribal. So you either celebrate late or have very little time to cram and figure things out once you do know if you're headed to tribal. How has that played into your game and played into your tribe? And how do you think it is going to play out in the future?
So I think for the first one, I think a lot of us, from the teammates that I have talked to, they're kind of feeling nervous too, just because they don't know what to expect as well. But I think moving forward, I think we'll kind of hopefully know what to expect moving forward. But yeah, I think the mystery kind of adds the suspense. But I think also the crystal ball, like the fortune teller cards, I think those will be coming in handy soon.
Now, let's run through your tribe. Run through your tribe mates. Tell me a little bit about your first impressions, maybe your potential that you have to work with them, or maybe why you don't feel like you align with them.
So yes, so Marcelo, me and him clicked right away. We actually live like one state away from each other, so that's kind of cool. Um, so I feel like me and him we got along really well from the get-go. Me and Mona Lisa, we haven't really talked that much, but she's really cool. She's like my hype woman, but but yeah, so she's cool. And then Thomas, I can't get a good read on him. I feel like I do trust him, but also I don't know like what kind of player he is, I guess. But I'm trying to be like loyal and trusting, I guess. But also I need to think about my game in the long term. And then for I literally can't remember their names right now. Wow, that's really bad. Uh, the other two tribe members, I can't remember their names right now, which is really bad. So don't hate me
Are
for that.
they men?
Um,
Okay, wait. You spoke about Thomas, right? You spoke
yeah,
about
Thomas
Marcelo.
Marcello
Now you have
and
Sean, Shemayim, and Mona Lisa.
yeah, Mona Lisa. We haven't really like clicked from the start, but she is like my hype woman. Just because when I shared my crystal ball reading card with her, like the result of it, she was like super happy with for me. Um, Sean, um, honestly, I've talked to him somewhat, and I know he's like sort of a newish player, I guess. But I feel like for me, I think Sean's a good person to be like an ally. And then Sham, how do you say it? Shaman, I think. Yeah. Um
Shemayim.
Shemayim. Okay, yeah, Shemayim. Honestly, I feel like I've talked to her the most. So I feel like I have a good connection with her. And I feel like the girls should probably stick together first. But I do like my tribe a lot. So those are kind of my thoughts for right now.
Alrighty. So you went to the fortune teller this round
I did.
and you ended up getting a power. How do you feel about that?
Um, so I feel excited about it. At first, I wasn't gonna share with my tribe members about what I got. But I ended up thinking like in the long term, and I was like, if I want them to trust me, then I'm gonna have to share. So I feel like for me, I feel like I'm thinking of the long term. But I am trying to get their trust as well.
And you ended up telling everybody individually about the card. How do you,
I did.
what was the strategy behind it opposed to just doing it in the tribe chat?
Um, I think for me, my strategy was I wanted to share the card individually, kind of see the reactions from everyone. Um, and I feel like a couple of them, they were really happy for me, and then a couple of the other ones, they didn't really say much. They were just like, "Oh, interesting." So it's like I don't I don't know. That kind of makes me not feel like that trusting towards them. So it kind of put me on my toes a little bit, like not trusting them as much as the other ones.
All right. And now, how do you feel about tonight? How do you feel about your position? And if you had to vote like this very second, who would it be going towards?
Like to vote in,
To like vote out of the game?
vote out of the game?
Yeah.
Probably. Wow, that's a good question. Honestly, I probably would choose. I honestly would probably choose Thomas because I don't. He's like the one that I trust the least.
All righty. That's pretty much all the questions I have for you. Do you have anything you want to get off your chest, off your mind that I haven't touched on at all?
Um, no, I think you've covered everything. I wouldn't know what to like say if you didn't ask me questions for like the first one, but yeah, I mean, I kind of think moving forward, I'm going to change my strategy a little bit. Just because I feel like I'm becoming a little bit too trusting. So I feel like I'm trying to pull back a little bit, but
Yeah.
also trying to rein in the people, like my tribe mates. So trying to battle that.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see you continue maneuvering and flourishing in this game, Julia G. Best of luck in the immunity challenge. Hopefully you don't have to go to tribal council tonight. Um, yeah, with that being